Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you guys all out there, wherever you are on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, you're highly welcome to Wednesday's special edition. Yes, it is special because we are loaded, fully loaded, but I will not be taking much of your time. So don't go anywhere. Like the video, share the video, and wherever you are, let me hear from you in the comments section. Breaking news. Bayern Munich are set to prioritize a move for Christopher Nkunku as they seek to replace the departing Kingsley Coman. Yes, Bayern Munich are back with Christopher Nkunku. Remember, last January, they already agreed deal with the player. Only thing is that the deal could not go through. I mean, with the club-to-club talks could not go through. But they already have a deal in place with Christopher Nkunku. We understand. The player is interested in joining Bayern. Understand that a deal for Christopher Nkunku and FC Bayern until deadline. Yes, last December they had a deal. But right now, we understand FC Bayern have until deadline day. They have until deadline day, possibly, to get a deal done with Chelsea for Christopher Nkunku. Much now depends on whether Bayern will re-enter the race for Nick Waterman. Nkunku is keen to join Bayern, but has also gotten many suitors in the Premier League. There was already a verbal agreement with Bayern in January, like I said to you guys, something Abel loves. He can play as number 9 and number 10, and on the wing, RB Leipzig are also open for a loan deal for Christopher Nkunku. Chelsea and Nkunku want a permanent deal. So, for me, it is a good thing that the players have many options. Even RB Leipzig also wants the player, but they want him on loan, which is understandable due to the players' wages. Yeah, where they expect Chelsea to pay part of his wages. But Bayern will be able to cater for the full wage. And the player also wants permanent deal, not a loan deal. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget that the player, Chelsea bought him from Leipzig. So that is his home, actually. But I don't think the player is so much interested in going on a loan any longer. Bayern right now, we just have to hope Bayern can strike a deal for Christopher Nkunku. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Now, RB Leipzig and Xavi Simeone are about to part ways. Chelsea fans, let me just make it very clear. Xavi Simeone to Chelsea, it is a done deal. I wouldn't say here we go. But Xavi Simeone to Chelsea is already agreed upon. Deal is already sealed between player and Chelsea. Club and club have also agreed on terms. We understand Chelsea are going to be paying about 60 million euros. About 60 million euros to RB Leipzig. And why this deal, we understand, is about to happen is this. RB Leipzig have now agreed a deal to sign Romulo from Ghosted. Yes, it is here we go. Romulo from Ghosted. It's here we go. They've agreed 20 million fixed fee plus 5 million in add-ons. Sell-on clause also included, and a new striker for Leipzig. The clubs get the replacement, direct replacement for Sesko. This is a direct replacement for Sesko. And it's not only the deal that they are working on currently. We understand they have some other deals, including this guy from, from Liverpool, that they are working on as well as a replacement for Xavi Simeone. So, Xavi Simeone to Chelsea, it is a done deal. Confirmed, Chelsea has reached an agreement with Xavi Simeone, according to the reports we are receiving. Back then, this agreement was reached back then last week. Yeah. Blues also have an agreement with Leipzig for around 60 million. Chelsea will officialize Xavi Simeone's deal very soon. That one, let me guarantee. Let me just make it very clear to you. Unless something else happens. But right now, as it is, Xavi Simeone to Chelsea, It is agreed, and we are only waiting on the final, details on the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, Renato Viega will not return to Chelsea. Yes, Renato Viega will not return to Chelsea's first team squad. He's expected to be sold for a substantial profit this summer. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the Athletic, Viega, Chelsea and business. Anyway, I'll get back to that later. Wolves have made a formal approach to sign Chelsea duo Axel Disasi and David Fofana in a combined deal that could reach £45 million, 25 plus 30 for Disasi, then 15 million for Fofana. Ladies and gentlemen, 25 to 30 million for Disasi and then 15 million for Fofana. Ladies and gentlemen, now Disasi to Wolves, I know that one. Yes, it's about to happen. Fofana, he is a striker. This guy was a prospect. And, Maresca coming in has changed a lot in Chelsea. Enzo Maresca coming in has changed a lot. It has changed the direction the club wanted to take. The system that Maresca is playing or one will play made some of the players that were acquired, even in his own early days, are of no use again for Chelsea. Because they have chosen a different path from the actual direction the club was taking initially. Ladies and gentlemen, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Wolves have made a formal approach to sign both Axel Disasi and David Fofana. It is expected that Chelsea could recoup our 45 million from these two deals if it should go through. Those are the breaking Chelsea news for you this morning. Now, like I said, it's your breakfast, so I'll not be taking much time. Let me go to some other news on the transfer market. Ismail Dokore has been removed from Strasbourg first team squad after refusing to extend his contract. He will train with the reserves. Negotiations with Chelsea have also been unsuccessful. So Dokore now, Chelsea tried to sign him and loan him out. He is back to Strasbourg. That deal did not go through. And the player has only 1 season left on his contract. Strasbourg presented to him a new deal. He refused to sign. So the question is, what does he want? You are with a Strasbourg that right now, in fact, if not for a game or two that Strasbourg missed last season, it would have been a Champions League. This is a team that has gotten to a stage where everybody knows that next season they are going to be competing very well. Now, why are you in haste to go somewhere? Chelsea want to give you an opportunity. They want to sign you and loan you out and see your development so that they can, maybe, that did not go through. Strasbourg want to renew your agreement, stay put and cement your place. You refuse, and you have only 1 year left. If you don't trust our plan for you, we will exclude you from it. No stress at all. Where Chelsea and Strasbourg has reached right now, where we have reached right now, both Chelsea and Strasbourg, if you don't trust our plans for you, we will exclude you from it. No stress at all. And you see, sometimes there is always that one player. There is always that one player in every team that will make things difficult. There will always be that one player in every team that will make things difficult. Anyway, quickly. Donnarumma's agent, Enzo Riola, speaking about Donnarumma's, that's PSG goalkeeper situation right now. The player, Donnarumma, has been excluded from PSG first team squad. Yes, right now. Even the coach, Luis Enrique, came up and he spoke regarding the issue. But let me read for you first what the agent has to say. Even the player himself also issued a statement, but due to time, I will not be able to go through what the player has said. This is what the agent said. We are shocked by PSG. There is zero respect by the club after 4 years together. We will consider the situation also with our legal team. Gideon was even ready to reduce his salary, but PSG changed the conditions again, he told Sky Sport. This is from the agent of the player, right? Now let's hear what Luis Enrique has to say. Donnarumma is out of the squad as it is my own decision. It has always been his decision. All his name. Mbappe was left out of the squad. The coach came out, Luis Enrique said it was his decision. A time will come when this same club will sack you. You speak as if the club, you own a share in the club. He said, it was my own decision. I am 100% responsible. Okay? I want a different kind of goalkeeper. And I make this decision. Gigio is one of the best goalkeepers in the whole world. Yet, he said you don't want him. Donnarumma will also clarify his position soon, according to Luis Enrique. Now, was it the one that played the game against Chelsea when we beat them at the Club World Cup? Was it the goalkeeper? So maybe because he was beaten by Chelsea, so the coach got angry. Chelsea is what he have caused. You see? That is why it's coming out that Chelsea want to buy him. I'm not so now I got a point. Now I got a point. But I don't think Chelsea really wants him. Steve Sidwell has this to say about the situation with Donnarumma. If Chelsea get Donnarumma, they've got the biggest chance of winning that Premier League title. This is what Steve Sidwell has to say. But was Donnarumma in the squad before we won the Conference League? Was he part of the squad when we won the Club World Cup? Why do people think that we cannot win the Premier League? I understand the errors of Sanchez last season. I understand perfectly. But hey, if strikers like Nicola Jackson, I saw some of the replays, some of the misses that he had. If Jackson had scored half of those goals that he missed, Chelsea would have still been in a title race. Most probably even winning it. Because let's just say that Chelsea, about 5 games, 3-5 is what, 15 points, add it to our 69. Chelsea would have been somewhere better than we ended the season. It's not just about the goalkeeper. And it's not just about our defense. It's not just about midfielders making mistakes. We saw Caicedo make series of mistakes also. We saw our attackers. Sometimes, Noni Madrid, even Cole Palmer, sometimes you see Clay where he's supposed to pass the ball for somebody to strike, to shoot. He will not. So it's not just, it was a collective failure. Now we've gotten more attackers. An upgrade. More in our attacking areas. We've strengthened our midfield. So for me, and Sanchez has also improved somehow. I'm not saying he's good, he's the best in the world. No. But comparably, I don't see the much difference between him and Donnarumma. Trust me. His ball distribution is very poor. Ball stopping is very good, but distribution is very poor. And the system we want to play from behind. Distributing the ball from behind. That is why I was much interested in Mike Maignan when Chelsea wanted him. He has the confidence to play from the, like we saw, I think Jurgensen against Bayern Leverkusen. Nice distribution from behind. With confidence. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Liverpool have agreed personal terms with Maguire. Giovanni Leon is also keen on the move. Liverpool have agreed personal terms with Maguire. Yes, Maguire. Right now, the defender Maguire to Liverpool. Personal terms have been agreed. Giovanni Leon is also keen on the move. Negotiations underway with Crystal Palace for a fee around £35 million as total package. Deal could be done soon. Work on both Gueye and Leone. Not alternatives, but both separate deals. Liverpool, they are threatening us with their signing this season. They are Chelsea's main competitor this season in terms of transfer market. They are. Honestly. They are. I'm just happy that they did not succeed in getting Isak. Yes, I'm happy that Isak right now, Newcastle says you are not going anywhere. If you don't want to play for us, then you say you also don't want to train with us, right? Okay. Because even Isak will disappoint Liverpool. Isak, we've seen it before. All this saga of I don't want to go, I don't want to play for you. This, that. Ladies and gentlemen, we understand Newcastle are closing in on Jacob Ramsey deal with Aston Villa. Agreement almost done for 40 million package as clubs are finalizing the deal, and then here we go. Despite West Ham approach, Ramsey only won Newcastle, and Newcastle move is now imminent. Finally, Newcastle succeeded in getting a player who says, only Newcastle I want. Finally, they've gotten a player. I think Ramsey is that is a goalkeeper. At least they've gotten a player who says, oh, it is Newcastle I want. Finally, kudos to Newcastle for winning the race against West Ham. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Let me just end it here. It's your breakfast, and expect more in the coming hours. I'll see you guys all when you see me. Shalom and peace.